We have the strangest job. 1 minute ago, the studio was free of vibrators, and now
they're everywhere.
Now I'm here.
How are you going to use that particular vibrator that you're holding, Kevin?
I'm not positive yet, but I'll figure it out.
Hey, one of our very favorites, Dr. Sadie Allison, is America's pleasure coach, and she is best-selling author, founder of TickleKitty.com. Joins us in studio here on the Kevin and Bean Show. Hi, Doc. How are you, my dear?
I'm fantastic. Thank you.
What'd you bring us today? What's all this?
Oh, gosh. I have lots of fun. We have Valentine's Day coming up.
So next Friday.
That's right. So naturally, it's all about pleasure and romance, having a good time, and having some fun.
Yeah, all you people who bitch about Valentine's Day.
Bean.
There's nothing wrong with what she just said.
Who's bitching about Valentine's Day? Bean, what's the
Bean
problem?
calls it the worst day of the year.
Why is that?
It's a minefield is what it is. First of all, it's just like, it's literally like walking across a minefield. Here's what Valentine's Day is ladies say, hey, what do you got for me? Hey, what are you doing for me? Hey, how are you spending your time and your money and your effort on me? No, what else you got? Oh, how about some more? Hey, give me something else. And there's never any thought. It's kind of like anniversaries. There's never any thought that maybe it's a couple's holiday or maybe it's for two people. It's really it's driving down a one-way street where you're likely to crash. That's basically what Valentine's Day is from a man's perspective.
Who hurt you, Bean?
Really? What are you, in the 1950s? I think tons of couples do it together.
Yeah, you know what? I hear you, though, Bean, and that is very common. That is, and we want to change that, okay? Because it is for both people, and that's why today I want to talk about what's in it for the guys.
Oh.
All right.
Because it is always so focused on the women and the romance and the chocolate and the flowers. So what's in it for the guys?
Dr. Allison, by the way, conceding my point that it is virtually all focused on the woman. It's what the woman is going to get for Valentine's Day. There are very little men out there. Are very few men listening right now who are thinking, oh, I wonder what it's going to be like when my gift shows up for Valentine's Day. How's that going to look to the people in my office? Guys aren't thinking that right now because guys know they're not going to get anything.
They are not excited to see what they're going to get so they can show it off to the other guys. It's not a guy thing.
That's my point.
Well, let's change that.
Dinner party of one.
How are you gonna change that for our listeners?
Yeah. This year, KROQ, everybody, let's make sure that the guys get theirs this year.
Okay.
And guys are real easy, ladies. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's pretty true.
I mean, first of all, guys are such visual creatures. You guys are hardwired like that. So let's honor that and make sure that he sees what gets him excited.
Okay.
So real easy, low-hanging fruit is dress sexy. You know, wear that outfit that you know he loves. If he likes to see you in heels and you're in sweats at home too much, put on those heels, maybe even get some knee-high boots.
But with sweats.
Well,
or no.
If he likes
I'm
the
unclear.
sweats. Take off the sweats.
I see.
Put on a dress or that outfit that you know that he loves, that maybe you've even worn before, like surprise him with something.
I'd like to suggest only the heels.
That's good, too.
That does work.
Just saying.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's a good tip.
Okay, another thing is cater to his interests. This is real simple. Let's say that your guy loves his car. He's totally into cars. Why not, on Valentine's Day night, take him outside and go have a makeout session in his car? How fun would that be? It's so simple, but that would be so exciting for him and so different. And when was the last time you had a makeout session in his favorite little car?
Okay.
Favorite little car.
His favorite little car.
It's not too low.
You know, it's interesting you bring that up, and I'm the last person who should be commenting on anything having to do with sex or relationships.
That's
the
why it's
guys
great that you've monopolized the last 5 minutes.
But I am asking a question, Doctor, because I have heard that a lot of couples, those that are still having sex, they do fall into a rut of they only do it in a certain place in the house, or they only do it at a certain time of day or on a certain day, maybe even. And what you're talking about, mixing it up a little bit, I bet that's very effective for a lot of people just to kind of hit the reset button, right?
Absolutely. It's all about the woman taking a little control and initiating something new. And whether that's just simply a new position. And if you haven't heard about the reverse cowgirl, men love that position because
you have a tattoo of that on your stomach, don't you, Doctor?
It's on my right butt cheek.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Remember,
with
reverse
instructions.
cowgirl?
I guess that makes more sense, actually, yeah.
So that's a real easy thing to do. And even like putting on a beginner pair of handcuffs. I have some actually in the good Nookie Kit that I brought. It's by Sports Sheets. They're a really great pair of beginner Velcro handcuffs. Even if he's not that into it, it's just the fun and excitement of you doing something new.
Now, what do you do with those? Does that tie you up to the bedpost? Is that what we're talking about here?
You can, to start off, you can just put it on his wrist and tie his wrist together.
Right.
In front of him, behind him, or to something nearby like the bedpost, like you said.
Okay.
I have someone maneuvering my mic for me.
Yes.
I think Muggs is
That's
hoping to
code.
get tied up. I think that's what's happening here.
Come here, Lisa.
Oh, there you go. You're not getting out of those,
Good
my
choice.
friend.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Can
That's
you leave
Guantanamo
those for
style.
Lisa?
I like it.
Oh, she gave me some.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
All right. I'd just like some in the studio.
Yeah, they're in your
Okay,
little
good.
bag there.
Excellent.
I know you want to wrap yourself up to your microphone
those are-
over there, Ken.
You know, you're not coming out of those.
Okay.
They're not
Yeah.
like little.
And you know what's great about
Be
these is that
serious.
they're comfortable. Like they're Velcro, so they're easy to put on and off, and they're not like regular handcuffs that are hard and metal. These are
Right,
made of soft
right.
material, so they're awesome and fun to play with.
And people can get those through your website at ticklekitty.com?
Yes, they can, and they're actually in the Good Nookie Kit that I brought, which is a special Valentine's Day kit I put together that's for couples.
Okay.
Because on your
great
point
idea.
being, there's so many products that are just for women. Well, there's lots of fun vibrators that couples can wear together.
Now,
And-
I don't see anything to stop the woman from talking in the kit there. Now, you're tying up her arms, but she can still talk. How can we handle that?
Why do women hate Bean? I don't
Well,
know.
I can tell you how to get her to stop talking and to start moaning.
Bean's never heard a moan.
This Valentine's Day kit at ticklekitty.com that Dr. Allison is talking about is available on the website, and you are making a special offer to Kevin and Bean listeners who happen to be with us right now to use our name as the user code, correct? Kevin and Bean. Type that as the user code, and that will get you 15% off all purchases at ticklekitty.com?
That's right, store-wide.
Wow, pretty
All
good
right.
deal.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we have to take a quick break. Dr. Sadie Allison is here. She is the author of some of our favorite books of all time, like Toygasms, Tickle His Pickle, Tickle My Tush, Tickle Your Fancy, Ride 'em Cowgirl. I mean, really all of them. We'll take a quick break, come back, talk more Valentine's Day fun right after this on the Kevin and Bean Show on KROQ. Today's show off the air is the greatest show I've ever heard, by the way. Dr. Sadie Allison is in studio with us. She is America's pleasure coach. Listen to that. She is also the
Sorry,
founder
are
of
we on the air?
That's Lisa.
I'm sorry, my bad.
TickleKitty.com, best-selling author of a number of books, including a brand new one just for men that we're going to talk about in a moment. What were you telling us, Doc, about how far some of these toys have come, how high-tech they are?
It's incredible what's on the marketplace today. Traditionally, you would think of porn and just a phallic piece of something that's
Right.
a nude color. But nowadays, there's so many great toys that are luxurious. They're made of high-quality medical-grade silicone. They're rechargeable. They're waterproof. You can actually have like 10 different functions, from like escalating to vibrating to pulsating to thumping.
It looks like you need an IT guy to come with every purchase now. They're starting to get it's like you can't work on your own car anymore. Pretty soon you're not going to be able to operate your own sex toys without some help.
That's true.
They're kind of amazing. What is this called, Sadie?
That's called the Lust L5 by
This
Jumpin'.
thing. You should
Lisa looks
definitely
very
bring
very
home.
much like she's looking forward to the weekend.
It's a flower with some petals, and the petals go into strategic places.
That's right.
And
Looks like
it's
a
got
tube.
10 different speeds, and some of them are
Take
like,
it easy.
That's good.
nuts.
Lisa May's going to come in on Monday morning and she's going to be like, "Hi guys,
So tired.
I'm so tired. I need some more time off."
And that's this coming Monday, not after.
Yeah, there's also a lot of
Valentine's
great
Day.
toys for couples to use at the same time, which I really, really like, because it's always been for women,
Right.
but there's toys, not only are there self-pleasurizers for men that are really advanced, and from Japan there's some really cool ones, but there's rings with vibrators on them that a man wears together with his woman, so you actually can achieve climax together at the end.
Well, that sounds complicated.
And I have one in the Good Nookie Kit, just for you,
cool.
Bean. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
women do
find
that too, Bean, just so you know.
What? Wait, women orgasm too? Not in my experience. You can find any of the toys that we're talking about in the Good Nookie Kit as well at ticklekitty.com. Again, use your code Kevin and Bean for 15% off. There's a Valentine's Day exclusive for KROQ listeners right now going on ticklekitty.com. All right, let's talk about the book a little bit. You've written a number of books. I read some of the titles a few minutes ago, but you sat down this time, Doc, and it's the first one that you've ever written as kind of an instruction manual for men. Is that right?
That's right, and I'm so excited to be talking to guys finally.
As the guys are excited to have you talk to them.
As the women
As
are
we're-
excited to have you talk to them.
What was the problem before? Why has it been so difficult? Why has this area been so tough for men to get knowledge on previously?
Well, first of all, the one of the big problems is that guys use porn as their teacher. And while it's entertaining, it serves its purpose. It's supposed to be fast action and high speed. That's not typically how women want to be
What?
So that's a big problem right there. They watch porn, they take it to the bedroom, and then everything falls apart. And the other thing,
I want to pause you right there, Dr. Allison, because you bring up a fantastic point, and you talk to so many couples in the course of your job. Do you find that is an increasing problem where the disconnect in the bedroom is that people expect it to look like and feel like and be like the movies, and they're disappointed if it's not?
That's absolutely a big problem, and it's mostly the men. It's their misconception. And that's what I'm here to say, is that we need to start talking more and open up the communication and ask your lady what she likes and have her show you. And you'll find that it's very, very different than what you thought.
Wow, that's disappointing. Okay.
I'm sorry, but let's talk. Let's be real here. It's really,
we need to rush being an entire package. We need everything you have. Do you have an all-in-one package that you can order? Or anything like
I think
that?
Dr. Allison may need to come up
That's
and
possible.
Give me an intensive 3-day course. I'm starting from behind the 8 ball here. All right, so you sat down, you wrote the book, and you thought, hey, first of all, thing one is let's disconnect the guy's impression of what the lovemaking should look like from what they've seen in porn. Then where'd you go from there?
Then we went into communication. We have to start talking and asking your lover what she likes, how she wants it, faster, slower, softer, over here, not right there. There's so much that you would find out if you just asked. And
I think it'd be
surprised.
disappointing if you heard over here. Really? The side of your thigh, not what you're looking for?
You're not far off there,
Okay,
Kev.
all right.
Because, for example, the pleasure spot, much too sensitive for a lot of women to have direct pleasure. And
Women are complex.
We really are, and
Yeah.
all of our genitals, all of our everything's on the inside plus the outside, and there's multiple components. And a lot of women, honestly, we don't know our own bodies well enough as well. So how's the guy supposed to figure it out? And we're not talking, so therefore everybody's fumbling around in the dark.
This may be a 101 question for you, Doctor, but do you find that a lot of couples, it's embarrassing for them to have those conversations? They may know each other well enough to have sex with one another, but not well enough to talk about it with one another.
Yes, and isn't that bizarre that you can do something so intimate?
Well, there's a factor of you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, and if you've told them for the 10th time how to do something, and they're just not getting it, what do you do?
You move on.
You smack them on the nose with a newspaper.
I think
Yeah.
Then you rub their face in it.
and so that's where I think communication can break down.
Yeah, it can be tough, and you both have to want it. You want to be able to improve on your sex life, so you both have to make an agreement. We're going to work on this. Have an open mind.
Here's what you should do. You should get this book and just put it under your pillow, ladies, and then just halfway through, just go here. Read this.
Read this instruction manual while you're down there.
Page 36. Go.
I noticed from the title, and if you're just joining us, Dr. Sadie Allison from TickleKitty.com is in studio with us here on the Kevin and Bean Show. We're talking about Valentine's Day, which, guys, heads up, is 1 week from today. I noticed from the title of the book, The Mystery of the Undercover Clitoris. Is that part of the problem? Is this that the women's the physiology is just a mystery to us, like it's just a blob to us, and we don't know what's what?
Yes. Yes, you hit that's what this new book, The Mystery of the Undercover Clitoris, covers. Is I have a whole chapter on the anatomy, and it breaks it down in very easy to understand terms. 'Cause there's multiple parts, and it's different on every woman. And some.
Oh, great! Thanks.
That
makes it easy.
That's where the talking part.
You have to start all over.
Well, Bean does come in contact sexually with a lot of different women.
I do.
So I can
don't
see
want
how
to
that
just
would
learn
be
it once and then have to learn it all over again for the next one. Come on.
And that's why I wanted to write this book, because so many men don't know how to touch a woman right.
Have you really sold 2 million books?
I have.
That's crazy.
And in honor, I know, isn't that crazy? As a self-publisher, that's a huge number.
That's unheard of.
And so what I'm doing in celebration of that, I want to give back. I just did a TEDx talk called Fearless Giving.
How cool.
Is
that your first TEDx?
Yeah.
That's fancy.
Yeah, that was amazing. And so in honor of our milestone in publishing, I'm giving away 10,000 free books on TickleKitty.com.
All right.
Wow.
For Valentine's Day. Yeah, and you can choose any of the 5 that I've already written. And it's going bonkers. It's a really exciting time, and it's my way to say thank you to everybody and my fans.
That's
and readers.
awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you
congratulations
so much.
indeed.
Thanks.
I mean, just as a business person, that's amazing. Will you ever run out of topics to write about on the subject of sexuality?
I don't think so. I've only hit the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have others in your head already that you want to do.
Yeah, and I'm going to branch out and start writing for other markets and other. All my books have been technique, how-to based, but I might get into erotica and some other areas. Yeah.
Doctor, do you have the greatest sex life in the history of the world because of how knowledgeable you are?
It's pretty good, but I'll be honest, I'm human. When I've been with my boyfriend for a while, but when we got together, I had to learn his body and what he liked, just like he had to learn mine. And there's sometimes things can get tricky when communication gets on the table.
Can you imagine how intimidating it would be to take Sadie home for the first time when you know that she's like a world-renowned expert on the topic, and you're thinking, it'd be like cooking for a chef, It'd be intimidating.
I
feel like she'd stop me every 30 seconds and give me some more instruction.
Nope.
I don't do that.
You don't. Okay,
when I was dating, I would go. I actually don't even like guys to know the education that I have. I just like to go in like a normal girl would, and I don't pull my tricks out of my hat yet, and I proceed and follow his lead, and just go like any normal couple would that doesn't have the experience I have.
Oh wait, something's buzzing. What is that?
This is.
What is this?
Lisa's like, wait.
That's
don't go yet. I know we got to go.
Awesome high-tech toy. It's called the Hello Touch.
These things go on your fingers.
It turns your fingertips into vibrating toys.
Wow, that's cool.
Perfect to go along with the new ebook, The Undercover Clitoris, Orgasmic Fingertip Touching Every Woman
boys.
Craves.
Lisa, can you wait 2 more hours to the end of the show, or do you need to leave right now?
I don't know if she can.
All right. Well, listen, we're about out of time. We've given you an awful lot to think about with Valentine's Day just a week ago. So all of those books and the new package that you put together here with all the goodies in it, and the free book giveaway and everything else, and the Kevin and Bean code. Just enter Kevin and Bean as your user code for 15% off everything at ticklekitty.com. That's where you go. Any other personal appearances or anything like that coming up people want to know about, or anything like that?
Well, I'm heading out to New York tomorrow. I'm going to do a radio show out there.
Good times out there.
Yeah, freezing.
Nice weather. Good.
I've just been on a whirlwind. I don't even know what time it is right now. But I'm invigorated and running off of adrenaline. And I love this season because giving the gift of pleasure, which is even how I got started in this business. I used to teach girlfriends how to have an orgasm when I was in high school.
Oh my God! Your parents must be horrified.
I was nicknamed Little Dr. Ruth, and I used to get a kick out of having girlfriends come back the next day and say, "Sadie, it worked! It worked!"
If you tried that today in school, you would be suspended, right? If you had a conversation like that with your classmates, they'd kick you out.
If they found out.
Times have changed, is what I'm saying.
Well, they're doing a lot worse now.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of crazy things the kids are doing today.
Well, thank you for all the good advice for me and for all of the listeners. Again, ticklekitty.com is where you want to go for all the information and to get up to speed with Dr. Sadie Allison. Always a pleasure to have you.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks so much
for
having me. You're awesome.